You're muted.
Okay. Well, I was muted. So anyway, we're embarking on.
You're still muted. Okay.
Am I live now?
Mm-hmm.
So like I said, we're embarking on some great things this year and through the next year with the Alumni Association. We have a full agenda. We have not met last month because we weren't able of other activities going on. And going forward now, let's with call to order. And that's present report. Now let's go to our secretary's report.
Okay, thank you. Just one sec. Okay, so the minutes from our last meeting, which would have been March 30th, because we did not have an April meeting. We were called to order at 6:01 p.m. We had the president's welcome and report, the secretary's report from January of 22 was accepted to the record. The treasurer's report basically stated nothing had changed since February 22. Shared the amounts from December 21. We had $2,931.87 in the money market account, $75.21 plus an additional $25 from a new what's the thing? If somebody pays from someone's new dues. Then it just wasn't on the report. I mean, wasn't on the statement. And that was basically from the treasurer's report. Old business, we discussed the upcoming alumni survey and strategic plan. We encouraged all alums to complete it and get the information back. There were no questions in regard to the strategic plan for the survey. New business, once again, discussed the strategic plan and survey. We also discussed more people to get involved, encourage more people to get involved in regard to the survey, strategic plan, and just getting involved in general. We talked about upcoming events and fundraisers, the scholarship application that was going to be going out relatively soon, and asking people to donate to the scholarship fund. The yard sale is going to be happening this summer, and the overall association revamping. We did briefly discuss the Sports Hall of Fame, asking for assistance to help develop it and put it in place for later this year. And that will be discussed further as we move along. And asking people if they would like to be part of that planning committee to please let us know. That was pretty much it for the meeting. The meeting was adjourned at 6:30 p.m. And that was it.
That's it for the secretary's report. Then we have to go back to the president's points. We have to have it entered into the records. So we need to somebody to make a motion to have the president's report entered in seconds.
I want to make a motion to have those the president's report and the secretary's report added to the minutes.
Okay. Need a second. Ms. Richards?
I second.
Okay, we move the second to have the president and the secretary's report entered into the minutes. We're moving on to the treasurer's report.
Okay, let me check to see if I've heard anything from Marion.
Is Ms. Reed not with us today?
I'm not sure. She was aware of the meeting, but she may have gotten caught up. So I've got her information. I can go ahead and share the balance. A lot has changed in the last couple of months. Let me pull that up. Okay. All right, so as of May, our money market account balance is $2,757.77. Our checking account has $15.25 plus an additional $225.25 that will be added in from the Gatewood event sales. And that's where we stand.
Okay. Just have that moved into, any questions about that at all? Okay. Let's have a motion to have that entered into the minutes.
Propose a motion to have those have the treasurer's report added to our minutes.
A second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded to have the treasurer report entered into the minutes. Moving on to old business.
Okay, so we have under old business, as I mentioned in previous minutes, there is an alumni survey that is on the alumni page. We're encouraging all alumni to go complete that survey so that we can have a healthy amount of people involved and we can go ahead and get the strategic plan underway. We're asking that everyone get the survey completed by the end of this month so that we can begin work on the strategic plan in the beginning of June and have something ready for the June meeting. And the strategic plan goes hand in hand with that. It has not gotten underway yet because we do want to have a wide array of input from the survey before we put together a plan. So the strategic plan will be directly developed from what we get from the alumni survey, and that will be started in the month of June and shared at the June meeting. Any questions before we move on to the rest of old business in regard to the alumni survey and the strategic plan? Okay.
Yeah, you know what? Any questions about what?
About the alumni survey and the strategic plan. I want to make sure everybody's clear on what we're asking for.
Okay, what the alumni survey, do we have any idea how many responses we've gotten back or who's keeping track of that?
I'm keeping track of that. I do not have that in front of me right now, but I can share it and put it into the minutes so that when we come back together again, I can share that information. I can also put it on the page, but I don't have it in front of me right now.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Any other questions in regard to the survey or the strategic plan? They want to rush through. We also talked about in old business, what's next for the remainder of 2021 and coming up over the summer. And I said remainder, I'm sorry, the remainder of 2022. I don't know if I put 2021 on there. And the remainder of the summer, and we'll get more into detail with that new business. And that was pretty much it for old business. So if anyone has any questions, we can take it now.
No questions, let's move on.
Okay. Did you have one, Ross? Okay, so moving ahead to new business. We want to do a series of events and fundraisers in particular over the summer. We want to definitely always focus on raising money for scholarships and for the general good of the association and to be able to do events. One thing we just had, Lamero Gatewood, who is a renowned artist out of U City. He now lives in New York. Brooklyn, New York has a gallery there. We were fortunate enough to host a reception for him when he was in town last week. He came into town to share his archives with the St. Louis Art Museum, and he is going to be the subject of a one-man show later this summer. And when we have more information on that, we'll share that with the association. But he came to the school to speak with the students. This was last Monday. He came to the high school and he spoke with art students, his career, his life when he was in University City. And then his move to Brooklyn. What he's currently doing now, he is the author of a book. I'll hold up the cover. I don't know if everyone can see this, but it's a really cool book. I posted it on the site too. So if anyone's interested, it's called Lamero Baker, and it's an interesting read and look because he has lots of art inside the book. And that evening we hosted a reception for him, and which was very successful. And he signed, sold, I'm not sure what, 100, not how many, not 100. How many books did he sell, Rosalind? Do you remember?
I think it was like 50.
Like about
No, it was 27.
27, okay.
Okay.
27,
$50. And so, and he donated a percentage of the book sales to the Alumni Association, which was very generous of him. So that was a very successful event that we hosted, and we hope to do more things like that. Because what his visit brought to everyone's attention is that University City has a very illustrious alumni. And we want to make sure that we're celebrating those people in the various fields that they're in and bringing them back into our space, into the building in particular, to connect with our students. So that's something that we're looking at doing more of this year and in the years to come. Any questions or anything in regard to the Gatewood event? Okay, the next two events we have coming up, we're going to host Youth City Night at the movies, and we're going to be announcing within this next week the location. It will either be in the Loop or at 24-1 on Page. We haven't made a final determination yet, but it will be movie nights just for the benefit of the University City Alumni Association, the funds to go towards scholarships and other events that we host. We will also be hosting the University City High School Alumni Association yard sale. That date has yet to be determined either. We need to confirm it with the high school because we're going to host it on the parking lot at Jackson Park, but we need to make sure that there's no conflict with the events that are going on. So we'll have that date posted soon. So if anyone's interested in participating in the yard sale, that's a really cool event that we've done in the past, and we'll be bringing back again now that COVID is allowing us to do a few more things. And lastly, and this will be posted on the site as well, we're looking for individuals that are interested in participating in the University City High School Alumni Association Entrepreneur Expo. So we're looking at putting together a planning committee because we'd like to do that late in the summer, maybe early in the fall, the homecoming. So just be looking for that information to be on the site and on other platforms that we use. And those who are interested in getting involved, you're more than welcome to come and help us out. Any questions on any of those events that we've already hosted or that we're going to host?
Yeah, I want to speak.
Okay.
One thing I want to talk about, one thing that's very impactful for University City is the historical amount of celebrities, entertainers, artists, engineers, doctors, and lawyers that have passed through our door. And to have Mr. Gatewood coming back, he's a class of, if I'm not mistaken, 71, 73. And his wife is also a renowned attorney from the class of 69. But resonates how dominant the city is across the world. So he came back and graciously donated his time and energy and efforts to present us with the legacy that is the city. And everything that we do is, the premise is to identify the legacy and the pedigree that we are all from. And we have to do that intentionally to our younger generation that have lost connection and have no idea of the renowned attributes that we have done to society and across the world. So that it was unbelievable. And in the house, we had alums from 68 all the way up to 85, which really was very enlightening and very instrumental to what our mission is. And we like to present these kind of activities as much as we possibly can to showcase University City and the world-renowned artists, entertainers, entrepreneurs that we have. So if you know of anybody, or that anybody that wants to have presented with their lifetime accomplishments, I'd love to have you so we can do this and have the setting. The principal was there. He thought it was outstanding. He really commended us. And he said, this is what the Alumni Association should be about. And that's what we are, raising money. And every dime that we raise, the money that we raise from this book signing, every event that we do goes to scholarships or needs of our alums and our students that are still in the school. So I just want to say that over and over again, 100% goes to improving the life or the education from somebody from University City. This is not anything that we put in our pockets. It's not anything that we buy this, that, or the other. This is all going towards the benefit of needy people that deserve it. And that's what is important that we do. We be more diligent in that capacity. And I just appreciate it.
Any other questions or feedback or anything else in regard to the information I just shared? Okay, I didn't include this on the agenda, my apologies, but I mentioned old business. We definitely want to get the planning and development for the Sports Hall of Fame up and coming. So if anyone on the thread tonight, on this tonight, or anyone in the recap is interested, there will be an appeal on the page to put together a committee to go ahead and get the Sports Hall of Fame up and running. So we definitely need planners and assistants. And one of the suggestions that came out of the event with Mr. Gatewood was that we actually plan events around arts at U City. So looking at maybe pulling together a committee of people to discuss putting some structure around that and perhaps coming up with events around the arts that could help to benefit the art department at the high school, but we could celebrate the many artists that we've had at the school that are currently still there, and just find a way to really showcase the excellence that is University City High School. So that will be placed on the site as well. So if anyone is interested in participating, you'd be more than welcome to assist in that as well. Any questions on either of those two items?
I'm gonna speak on the Sports Hall of Fame that we were presented with the athletic director at the high school. I think that is going to be a historic situation. And I know with all the people that have been through the school and played sports, we need assistance in bringing that real information to the forefront. I'm not sure if my alums are aware or even familiar with most of the records for sports at the high school have been mislocated or lost. There's a desperate need that we have to compile from football to swimming to everything. All the sports we have to compile an accurate list. So I'm reaching out, and I will reach out to any and all dates to advance that process. But the Hall of Fame, I think it'll be tremendous, and it'll be a physical place in the building that I'm sure will be conducive to supporting that.
Okay, that's something that you had mentioned before, but I think we need to make sure people are aware that many of the records over the years have been misplaced. I'm not sure if they've just been lost, if they've been misplaced, if they've been destroyed, but that's something that the search is on in the district, but a lot of the records have been lost. So we can get the word out to people that the athletic department is looking for people that have information on sports records to share that information. So that's something that the committee will likely have to work on as well. But it's unfortunate, but it's something that we will have to recover. That's pretty much it for new business. The last is just once again a reminder to everyone to, if you have not yet, to complete the alumni survey by May 31st, to have your information and opinions and suggestions included in the upcoming University High School Alumni Association strategic plan, which we want to get underway in the month of June and have completed by the June meeting. So if you know of anyone who's interested in sharing their thoughts, etc., have them go online, and I'll post it again so that it's higher up on the page, and they can go ahead and go to the link and complete the survey. And that is all I have. After that, we just have questions and answers. If anyone has any questions, please ask them now.
I have a question.
Oh.
My name is Tammy Johnson from the class of 87.
I'm sorry, before your question, can I make a motion to add the old business and new business to the record?
Okay, I'm sorry, I skipped over that. Forgive me. I make a motion that we accept old business and new business as presented.
I second.
Any questions? It's been presented in second to have the old and new business entered into the records. Now, did we have someone ask a question?
Yeah, Tammy's asking a question now.
Okay, I'm sorry, Tam. Sorry about that.
No problem, no problem. So on Facebook, probably a couple of days ago, I saw a memo going around that our picnic is back, but it doesn't look like it's through the Alumni Association. And I just wanted clarification of that, because I think it was the same thing last year, which means the officials can come in and shut that quote unquote picnic down, because if it's not going through the association goes through the proper channels to do what needs to be done. So I just want clarification.
And we can clarify that on the page and put it on other platforms. We try to share as much as we can on multiple platforms related to U-City. Anyone that is an alum of University City High School can have an event, as long as they do it under the umbrella of the official title, University City High School Alumni Association. So the picnic you're mentioning, no, it is not something that the association is planning or throwing. But there are alums that do want to have a celebration to come together.
Okay.
No, I was just clarifying that, I'm clarifying that she is correct. That we do want to bring the picnic back in an official capacity, but we do want to go through official channels.
Okay.
So I'll let our president elaborate on that, but yes, you're correct. It's not officially ours, but you know, whoever wears the black and gold can do what they want to do.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm speaking towards that. It's outstanding that we have such a vast number of alums with different fragmented organizations, classes, which you live on U-City, U-City. There's a vast amount of those, and I appreciate all those love. But we're a not-for-profit organization that is designated to do things that are going to benefit underprivileged and students to further their education. So we bring all those resources in to accommodate that. Now, it would be great if we could have all these organizations involved with the University High School organization. I'm sorry, I can't even speak right now. But it's unfortunate that it's hard to get all the fragmented pieces to work together in unity as we always should. And I support everybody's activity. I go to this party that somebody's doing for this class or this clique of the alumni base. But as a non-for-profit organization, we are permanent and by charter obligated to fulfill the mission to provide money, resources back to our community. So that is not the use of the Alumni Association. I'm not familiar with that picnic, but you will see that put out on Facebook. I'm not sure of the official organization that is presenting that. Sometimes it's just a group of people. But we would like to bring the official City High School Alumni Association picnic back in a capacity and have it structured properly and get everybody involved.
Okay.
And you're right. If there is an issue, the city can come in and determine, we're gonna shut this down or whatever. I don't think there was an issue when they did it last year. I think everybody was cool and everything. It's just, when we are able to bring it back, we want to make sure that we have all of the pieces in place so that we don't have issues with the city.
Now that they had last year, I was thinking, and it was outstanding. And I was very proud and happy to see everybody together. So there was no knocks, there was no issues. I think whoever ran it, organized it, it went well. Wouldn't put any knocks on it. I wish that we do it collectively and have some of those resources going back to our community.
And one last thing too, in regard to the picnic, to be honest, when the picnic had issues years ago, it was not related to the University City High School Alumni Association. The people that were there were respectful, they stepped up. Nothing that happened that day had anything to do with the alumni. Unfortunately, that connection was made and it was not true. What happened, in fact, the picnic was pretty much wrapping up and people were leaving when that event. So, it's just unfortunate that everybody there got blamed for something that was not even remotely their fault.
And another thing, if we would galvanize and stand up for things, other organizations, other entities that use the park and other city services are not held at the same standard that the U City High School Alumni Association is. And if we could be more collective and more deliberate, trying to do things that make positive impacts and have a voice, and not just lay down and say you can't have a picnic, you can't do that. And we are used to it. And until we get to that point where we can collectively adjust and be prepared for criticism, neglect, all things that we are faced with, we're always encounter that. And this fragmentation is a huge part of it. We have to be collective. You see of old, that's why they dominated in a lot of things, because it was a collective body of people. The fragments are because of this, that, and other, but we need to have a strong force and a strong voice in making some deliberate changes and hold the constituents accountable for decisions they make that are unfair to us. That's all I have to say.
Any other questions or comments that we can answer? Okay, so as I mentioned before, there will be several posts coming on the page and we'd appreciate feedback, signing up for these committees and just getting involved. So if there are no other questions, that's all we have for today.
Anybody move that the meeting is adjourned?
I move that we adjourn the meeting.
Second.
It's been moved in second, that we would adjourn the meeting. Have a wonderful evening, and, next meeting, we will be back in person.
Yeah, we'll be in the
We have to do that because we need to get more people physically in presence so we can hold them accountable and tie them up.
time.
So, yeah,
We ain't tying no
we're gonna have some
people up.
shackles. We're gonna tie people up.
I don't think we're gonna be tying no people up.
Yeah, we're gonna get people engaged.
Okay,
So,
I like that word better.
engaged. Okay. So, look forward to bringing, make sure you have, short sleeve shirts on so we won't wrinkle your shirts when we tie you up. Have a nice evening. Thank you.
All right, thanks, everybody. Good night. 6:34. You gonna tie people up, huh? That just sounds like unnecessary violence.
Okay.
Just tying folks up. All right, Roz, I'll talk at you later.